Well, I am out in the Fletcher doing ranked battles. We are in the Silver League, and we're on the Okinawa map. It's not my favorite map, so we'll see how this works out. We have two battleships, one cruiser, no, two cruisers, and two destroyers on each team. This is the first one in a while tonight that I haven't had a submarine and or aircraft carriers in these battles. With only 6 ships, those can be a real pain. Okay, the opposing team has radar. We have a radar. Both of us have one Alaska. The other team has a Yager. Now the Yager is it is a European destroyer that has extremely fast torps, well over 90 kilometers per hour, where my torps I think go 65. They are impossible to dodge if I get caught wrong, but they don't do a lot of damage when they hit. So I can actually survive a couple of them where no other DD's torps I couldn't survive. Some of them I can't even take one. Like our Yugo torps, those hit so hard that if I was to have a Yugo on the other side, I wouldn't survive if I took one. But anyway, I have RPF on something that's between Charlie Cap and me. Now it has moved over kind of midway. So there's something that is pushing up probably around the tip of that long island that we see kind of off to my port side. Most likely, whatever ships are headed over toward Alpha, our Yugo is headed toward Alpha. I don't think I am RPF'd on that breast. I'll bet you there is a DD out there. Okay, well there's their Alaska. Now it has 10K radar, so as long as I can keep 10K away from that, a little bit more then I'll do okay. Now, at RPF, the Yager has 5.4 detect, mine is 5.8, so it's going to see me a little before I see it, and that can be problematic. So I'm trying to use this island to try to keep it between me and where Yager's torps might be coming from. But I'm getting close enough, and Alaska is pulling forward. I'm going to go ahead and send torps out there toward Alaska. But I'm also torping toward that RPF, because I think something's out there, and I think it's coming toward my cap. Alright, now my RPF just shifted over right between the Alaska and me. Something detected me. I'm not detecting it. It is the Yager. Okay, and so get some shots on him. Yager does not have good... Oh, he's going to take a torp. He did take a torp. Nice. Okay, so we lucked out a bit on that. Although, again, I was torping toward the RPF, taking advantage of knowing where they might be. And can we get him? Can we? He gets a heal. And, I can't... Not sure. If I hit him, I might finish him. Nope. Did some damage, but not enough. He's running his heal. Okay, now doggone it. Let's see. Alright, got lucky. Took only one. If I had taken two, that would have finished the job, I think. Yager gets a heal, so he's getting some of his HP back. I don't. Whatever I have is what I have to finish the game with. But his health pool is a lot lighter than mine. He takes damage more easily. And he can't heal back all that much of a torpedo strike, so... Let's see where he is. He's just on the other side of this island. And I bet you he's not moving toward Aegir. He doesn't want to take a chance. Okay, well, we traded battleships. The other team lost their Los Andes. We lost our Ruprecht. Oh, and then we lost our Aegir. Now that is not such a good deal, because that wasn't a trade. That was just a flat-out loss. Alright, well, I think when I round this island, I think I'm going to find a Yager here.
Torpedoes, astern.
There goes some of his torps. Because Alaska doesn't get torps. Okay, I'm thinking he's right here, and I'm going to send torps toward that Alaska. And there's the Yager. Okay, switching to guns. Let's get shots on him now. It'd be kind of funny if he were to run into my torpedoes again. There, okay. That's it for him. Now,
Problem solved, sir.
I had to put that fire out, but then I am still detected for 5 more seconds. I think it's the breast that can see me. Although Alaska, okay, now I'm dark. Alright, Alaska is running away. He's not feeling too healthy. Brest is getting pounded on by our Musashi and our Alaska. And then our Yugo is running for his life with the Nustrashimi chasing him. And then there's that Illinois. Now the Illinois is a battleship that has very small caliber guns. They have Des Moines guns. That means they can shoot fast. They don't hurt as bad as a battleship's main guns normally do, but against a destroyer, they are devastating. And they're not too nice to the cruisers either. Okay, well, if we could take out the Brest, I am going to move on up to Charlie. Alaska is trying to get away. There, they almost have Brest down. Brest is a French ship, and as a French cruiser, they have pretty good guns, but they don't have the greatest of armor. Okay, Alaska is staying well away from us. There, okay. Our Alaska got Brest. Now they can focus on Deep Fried Kraken. I've seen him in battle before. I am just spotting right now. Spotting and capping. That's what DDs are best for. Oh my goodness, Musashi. Musashi has these huge guns. They're Yamato level guns. Yamato being the largest battleship in the Japanese Navy during World War II. And for a while there, and maybe it still holds the record as the largest battleship in the world. But Musashi was her sister ship. And they have a Musashi for Tier 9. Now, Musashi's not readily available for general public. You have to pick one up. They're premiums only. So you have to pick them up out of like Christmas crates and such. You can't, as far as I know, I don't think you can just buy them in the armory right now. Alright, well, saying that Nustrashimi has full HP, and I pointed out, yeah, he has a great heal. He has the best, pound for pound, the best heal in the game for any ship, and especially for DD. Alright, I am going to send torps at the Illinois. It looks like he's going to be running along this Long Island. I don't know if he's running full speed yet. I'll torp a little in front of him and then torp right at him. Hopefully he pulls up so that those torps will hit him. If they do, I can take him out. Oh, I don't think so. I think he just got up to speed, and my torps are going to miss. Okay, well, Alaska can see him, so I'm going to smoke up and start shooting. Now, my little pop guns aren't doing a whole lot of damage here with HE. Oh, he got our Alaska. Darn it. Yeah. Well. Oops. Backing out of my smoke. Okay. Now Masashi's seeing him. Get my shots up just a little higher. Oop. He went dark on us. Okay. Maybe I can back up and spot him for our Masashi. Oh, there he goes. Okay, now I can see something. Alright, I switched to AP, so maybe I can do a little more damage with that. Yeah, Masashi's doing good damage too. A little bit more. Oh, there's that new sashimi. There, okay. Masashi finished the job. New sashimi is going to go dark. Headed around that island. Now where's he going? Yeah, they're saying we need caps, but the trouble is, if I can't take both caps, and we're down to about 2 minutes. You can't tell on the game timer that I have up there, but it doesn't show properly in a replay. But this is getting down to about 2 minutes and counting. We're going to run out of time here real soon. Yeah, they're saying he's probably going to run, but I am seeing RPF showing me he's headed up toward Charlie. He's being just a little greedy, I think. I'm going to head on back into Charlie and see. Now, I'm going to send torps where I think he's going to. Okay. Kind of torping where my RPF, but torping in front because my RPF shows approximately there he is. Okay. Oh yeah. Look. Now he's going to get me. I can't stop him from getting me. All I can do is hope that he's going to drive into those torps, and I think he is. Look at that. Yeah, he got me. But there's one. Oh, perfect. I got him. Masashi lowered his health enough that that torp took him out. Well, that certainly worked out just right. Sometimes you get lucky, but sometimes you help make your own luck. Well, I ended up with 41,500 in damage. Got 89 main battery hits with 59 of them doing actual damage, 30 of them not. That happens with these small DD guns. But I put 2 torpedoes on target, and those made a difference in the game. Destroyed those 2 DDs that would have won the game for the other team if I hadn't. So that worked out nice. Set a fire and got 2 captures. Altogether, that added up to give me 1,927 in base XP. Masashi right behind me, so give you a comp for that. And potential damage, 250,000, but for a DD, that's quite a bit. Pulled in 322,000 in credits, 954 in free XP, and 581 in Elite Commander XP, 11,607 in Commander XP. Oh, and I got a couple of compliments. All right. Well, anyway, Andrew Oakley. We have here a 15-point captain, and I am running my basic DD setup with preventative maintenance and last stand. So when I get doinked, then I have a little bit of help to keep the ship moving and try to keep me out of trouble. And then I add to that survivability expert to give me some extra HP, which I needed that, and concealment expert to help get my ship's concealment down to 5.8. And then I run that RPF, run that radio location, because knowing where your closest enemy is really, it's the difference in the game. Knowing what direction he is, what direction he's going, you can't do it any other way unless you have radar or hydro that can detect him. And I don't, obviously. I didn't have anybody left alive on my team that did, so this was the only way. So the Fletcher class destroyers were the most prolific destroyers in World War II. They are a great little ship, and I really enjoy them. I visited a couple of them. There were a lot of them produced for the war, and there are a lot of them that are out there in as museum ships. A lot of them were sold to other countries, those that survived the war. They have 2 single battery guns in the aft end with another set just up forward in the center of the ship, and then 2 sets of 5 rack torpedoes in the center of the ship, and then 2 more single barrel guns up forward. And they're what you would consider a hybrid DD. They're not the greatest in the class for torpedoes. They're not the greatest in the class for guns. They're not the fastest. They don't have the greatest detect, but they're pretty good at everything. And that's oftentimes all you need. They're just good enough. And sometimes you bring a Fletcher into these battles and people turn their nose up at you, make fun of you. No, I consider Fletcher a darn good ship, and she does just fine for me. Anyway, let's see, what do I have for her loadout? So I run the typical main armaments mod 1. There isn't much other choice on here. Since I run my Juliet Charlie flags to keep me from blowing up, I don't need that one. I run engine boost. I'd rather have the engine boost than, say, defensive AA fire or something like that. You need that speed boost. And I like having extra speed when I need it. So I went ahead and paid coal to have that for an extra 30% time. And then I run the aiming systems mod 1 so that I can hit what I'm aiming at a little bit more accurately. More of my shells land in that ellipse and land on the target. And then I am running Propulsion Systems Mod 1 so that if I see torpedoes coming at me, I can zip forward quickly, or I can bring my ship to a stop more quickly, and it keeps me from being able to dodge as well in terms of rudder shift. But sometimes this has worked out to be the difference between my taking torps and dying or not, so it works out. And then Concealment Systems Mod 1 combined with that Captain skill is what brings my concealment down to that 5.8. My last thing is the Gunfire Control Systems Mod 2 that gives me a little bit extra range, 16% extra range. Instead of having faster guns, which gives me slower traverse speed that can be a problem when you're knife fighting as a DD, I opt for having better range so that if I am sitting at smoke and somebody else is spotting for me, I can still hit things that are far distance away. Now, my guns are pretty high arched, just like all the American ships pretty much, but I've learned to guide them on target, and they can hit things well enough. So, because I do have the choice of engine boost or defensive AA fire, but defensive AA fire isn't all that helpful even when there's a CV in the game, but engine boost is always helpful. That's the choice that I make. And then you always have to run Juliet Charlie so you don't blow up from some random shot that happens to catch you. And then I enhance my chance for causing a fire or causing flooding. And then I double that chance here by adding in the Juliet Whiskey Una 1s to increase my chance for causing flooding. I run the November Echo SETI 7s because we do get CVs in ranked battles, and they're a pain to deal with. So I run them. I'm out of them, and I'm not going to buy any. But if I get some out of a crate, then I run them. And then November Foxtrot, also out of that one, but that brings back my smoke a little more quickly, my speed boost a little bit more quickly. So that just helps so that I have them available when I need them. And last is an extension of the smoke generator time. So as I'm spreading it out, it spreads out further, can be a help to my cruisers and sometimes to me, where I draw a big horseshoe in the water and then try to drive back into it, then it's harder for the enemy team to see just where I ended up. All right, so that was a neat battle in Fletcher. I haven't done any videos for Fletcher in quite some time. I don't know if I have any actually. And it's been a while since I've put out a video. I don't normally do 2-kill battles, but because of the way we won that one, and it was on the strength of torping and using those torps and the RPF together, I think that is a good opportunity to show folks how you go about doing that and how it can work out for you. So I'm going to call that one for this evening. So have a good evening, and I'll see you in battle.